What do I expect is going to happen in 2019? Tourism's going to come back. Always does. That's just my view. I've been here since '81. They're going to come. They're going to come ride Al's train. They're going to come ski. The ski area is having a great year. They're going to go back to Mesa Verde. It's going to happen. Housing demand, population growth in the past has been choked by not enough units. Well, I don't think we're still building quite enough units. Those rental properties are going to help. I think that we would see greater population growth if we had places for people to live. The energy industry, those low natural gas prices are going to continue. That's going to happen. You know, I mentioned this morning, there's times in the Permian Basin where that price actually goes negative, where they're paying people to take that natural gas. That's a pretty big deal. So that supply is going to stay high. The decline of affordable inventory is going to limit the number of transactions. If you can't provide housing at prices below $500,000, let's say, if you can't provide housing where that greatest demand is, if those numbers are going to go down, your total transactions are going to go down because that's the lion's share of the market. So your total transactions may slow down in 2019. Rental housing supply. I think that rocket point is a good thing. I think it provides places for people to live. I don't know what's going to happen to their rates, but I think they're going to fill it up at some point. Probably not as quickly as those apartment complexes in Three Springs filled up. That first Three Springs 100 units they built, it filled up before they had the certificate of occupancy. The second 70 units they filled up a month after their CO. That's pretty phenomenal. That means that demand was really strong. And I think this rocket point is going to fill up, and you might see the vacancy rate go up a little bit more, but I don't think it's going back to 6 or 8% right away. I think that we're going to be providing places for people to live who want to move here. Mortgage interest rates, I can't pretend to know where those are going. They came down here a little bit in the last 45 days, bumped up maybe a little bit in the last week or two. I don't know. I think those mortgage interest rates, and I think that rise in mortgage interest rates has had a bigger impact on our local market than we anticipated. New construction is definitely restrained by costs. I completely agree with John. Those costs are high. And it's hard for the local contractors to provide, to find labor. You know, the 3% unemployment rate, the labor isn't there for them, so you can't, your costs are going to stay high. But on the other hand, I don't think there's any evidence here of overbuilding. I don't think there's evidence of overconstruction. I don't think there's too many units. That was different back in the Great Recession. So, we're going to thank our sponsors, Bank of San Juan's, Central Bank, the Malone team, Bank of Colorado, Alpine Bank, Wells Fargo, Vectra Bank, TBK Bank, Highlands Residential Mortgage, and American Ag Credit. This forecast doesn't happen without these people.